Welcome back to Definitely Not Definitive. I'm Ken.
And I'm Bethany.
And we're just a couple destined to be in love that loves reacting to some Destiny.
Yes, we do.
This is Destiny 2, Season of the Plunder. This is part 1 that we're checking out all the cutscenes for. And if you want all of our reactions for Destiny, we got a playlist for you. And if you want early ad-free access, you can get a month ahead on Patreon right now. There's a link in the description of this video. Or you can go ahead and hit the join button and join our YouTube membership as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get choices. Whichever one works for you. And because it's Destiny.
We have a
We
drink.
do.
Yeah. So this is the Awoken Amethyst.
Yeah, it is. Cheers.
Cheers.
I was not there when my house fell to ruin. Defectors joined the coward Kelme's ranks in his worthless House of Light and fled to the last city. They devoted themselves to their oppressors, the Guardians, and their great machine.
Yeah, work with Scene 14.
No greater shame.
You weren't invited.
To claim stasis for my people. But I was judged, bound, abandoned by the same power I sought to command.
You didn't learn your lesson.
Chains cannot be broken.
It's scary.
Or so they would have you believe.
So it begins.
Thanks for helping your old pal Drifter with this
Hey, the Drifter.
delicate situation, hero. I had a delivery headed toward the last city when these House Salvation goons hijacked it. Now I just need you to get in there and expedite my shipment. I'll
just
let
that
you know
easy,
what
huh?
we're looking for once you're inside.
Usually know ahead of time.
I don't blame House Salvation for skimming a little cream off the trade routes. Couldn't have been easy after their head honcho got turned into a popsicle. But I didn't think they'd have the guts to try something like this. Once we get my cargo back, you'll see what I mean. Getting warmer. Our misappropriated shipment is just ahead.
Who's that? Drifter? Is that you?
I'm there in spirit, boss. I finessed the Guardian into doing the actual rescuing.
Wait, what's that? Finesse.
Let the Guardian see me like this. We'll have words once I'm out of here.
About that. First, let's discuss the matter of our hazard pay.
Yep, negotiate from a place of power.
We got a deal. I will not be leveraged by an amateur extortionist.
Sure thing, boss. We'll just ship you back to the Tangled Shore. Queen Mara's got a handsome bounty on your ugly mug. Could be quite the payday.
Tell you what,
Drifter knows how to work it.
House Salvation commandeered my old catch. If you can fight your way there, it's yours. My associates will join you along the way. Give them a lift, and we'll call it even.
Hear that, hero? We got ourselves a new ride. Just gotta break it out of impound.
There's something you should know. I overheard some dregs talking.
While you were hiding in your kennel?
House Salvation is rallying. Someone's kicked the hornet's nest. They're looking for something left over from the Dark Ages.
Sounds ominous. But I'm sure the Guardian can handle it.
That's Hall 6.
Like a lot of punching in this gameplay.
Trusted associates. He's deadly with a wire rifle. Useful if you're pinned down.
You like a human porcupine?
That's exactly what he is.
Sounds like you found my remaining crew. Help them clear out this rabble.
Yeah, there's definitely more punching than I'm used to for Destiny cutscenes.
Rest of my associates. They're no good to me dead. Make sure forward to bring them back alive.
We tried out a new
You weren't
content
lying
creators,
about these
Esoteric
house
versus
salvation
Dustin.
jokers. They're
I mean, I like them
all
both.
riled up.
I
What'd
know
you
how this
say
feels.
they're looking for?
Relics. Antiquities of some kind.
That's awfully esoteric for a bunch of rubes like these. They gotta be taking orders from someone. Who the hell's calling the shots around here? That must be the big boss in charge. Take him out, hero.
I mean, he packs a powerful punch.
Oh, hell. The witness must have broken Aramis out. No wonder House Salvation's scrambling.
So, the ship stealer is back in play. The artifact she's after.
That's the witness busted her out.
Price of her freedom, I bet.
Imagine the resale value.
Luckily, we got a clean ship and a dirty crew to chase her with.
Do me a favor, Guardian. Don't let this clown pilot my catch.
Come on now, Spider. I'll treat her
Why is your
like
catch
she
like
was my
in
own.
leopard print?
Thank you. I'm gonna get so pimped out.
Only thing you better worry about is the welcome you'll get back in the last city. Let's ride, Guardian.
Let's say it looked like a bar. I don't think we've gone to a Destiny pub before.
Be careful with that cargo.
Oh, okay, it's the Spider's place.
To myself. It's true. Aramis has broken free. Her name still carries weight. The old crews now rally under her command.
The old crews. I've read about them. The catch killers and skiff blades. What is the human word?
Riff-raff.
Pirates.
Hey! Pirates.
Aramis thawing out is bad news, sure. And she's looking for something. But luck's on our side for a change. This little trinket is exactly what we need.
It's great for scratching beards, apparently.
That's access, little sister. You hold this key, and any door they close, you can open. If you can find it.
It's a Swiss Army knife for keys.
We must not take the old crews lightly. The full vanguard should be rallied to deal with these outlaws.
Yeah, that's a tough sell. Zavala's preparing for Callus's next move. Ikora's got her hidden looking for Aramis, but they stick to the shadows. That leaves us.
Father, we should do whatever we can to help. And there's so much exhilarating knowledge to be gained from these pirates. They may hold antiquities from the time of the whirlwind.
I carry a little umbrella.
Idol, this is more serious than you realize.
You ain't wrong. We all know how dangerous Aramis can be. It's your call, hero.
Cheers.
Well, anchors away. Ready when you are, Captain.
Nice. I'm glad Drifter's part of this.
We have not
Yeah.
formally met.
No one wants to be
I am Ido, scribe of House Light,
tangled with him.
daughter of Mizrak Skell, whom
Fought
you
beside
already
him.
know.
Yes. Mizrax and I are well acquainted.
I have heard the stories.
Have you now?
Do you hold a title, sir? I've heard what they call you.
I hold a great many things. Spider is better than Fallen, and no worse than your old man letting the Guardians call him Mithrax.
I thought that was his name. I thought his name was Mithrax.
Yes,
Just not-
some of them struggle to pronounce his name.
Okay.
Yes. It's surprising what they struggle with.
Fair.
Present company excluded, of course.
Oh, yes, this guardian is quite competent. I still hope I will be able to assist somehow.
Very plucky you. I don't. How does your father feel about your involvement? It seems these old pirate crews have put a touch of fear into him.
Yes, he seemed apprehensive. But I am a scribe. Chronicling our history is part of my position. And deep down, he must be as excited about the adventure as any of us.
Oh, I'm positively thrilled. Now, little scribe, if you'd be kind enough to excuse us, the Guardian and I have business to discuss.
Of course. Welcome to the last city. May the light provide.
May the light provide. Mizrax, you old charlatan. You built quite the house of cards here.
Is that because, I don't know, in their language they don't have like a T or like a... I'm wondering why they're different pronunciation.
It's been
I don't know,
a
Hazel.
while. Seems like only yesterday I was in the Tangled Shore, trading in Seraphite and phase glass. Now, I'm nestled in the bosom of the Traveler. Oh. Funny where owing a debt to Drifter can get you, huh? And let's keep the details of my ignominious rescue between us.
Maybe.
No, then.
Behave yourself.
Sounds as though
What's it
you're
worth
off
to you?
cross
Exactly.
swords with Aramis and the old crews. Mizrax seem none too pleased about that. I wonder why. I'll tell you what, my friend. I'll let you keep using my ship while you go digging for secrets.
In exchange.
You've got the steel for it. Now go show those pirates what happens when they cross Spider.
That's doing your bidding for you.
While you're gone, I'll gather some accoutrements no budding captain should be without. No need to thank me, Guardian. I only ask that you keep my wanton generosity to yourself.
There's a lot of secrets he wants to keep for you.
Reputation to maintain.
And what's that reputation worth to you?
You're all about extorting the spider.
Totally.
Sorry, I dig it. Hey, it's okay.
He's like, no, they're appearing out of thin air. It's not normal. They're guardians. We like guardians.
Freelance crews Aramis I've worked with them in the past.
How fortuitous. Could you broker a ceasefire?
Yeah, right.
Certainly not. It would never be so unprofessional. Once you're inside, head to the captain's quarters. In my experience, they keep the choice cuts for themselves. Then it is no surprise your crew was so eager to work for the Guardian.
At least his name is still Mithrax, like up there.
Quite the ether research. Blow them up with their own ether charges. We must learn where this crew has hidden their treasure. Search the captain's quarters for clues.
The commander is running away. Are they allowed to do that?
They're cowards.
I'm seeing increased activity on the top deck. I recommend a tactical retreat.
Overcome the servitors to disable the security system.
You're almost home free, hero. Just the small matter of a large army on deck.
That's nothing.
Crew is caught between your light and Aramis's wrath. They will not relent.
Oh, a human musical tradition. Oh, how interesting.
Guardian, I thought the Elixir had moved on from such senseless brutality.
Some have. You can't say that the whole
Seems I was
race will.
mistaken. Aramis has awoken and has summoned the old crews to aid her.
Just like some humans.
It falls on you to stop them. For that, you will require a star chart and a captain's atlas. Spider had these antiques in his collection. Use them if you must, but remember that you are a guardian chosen by the light.
That wield the darkness.
These pirates, brutal remnants of our past, are not. Aramis chose to ally with them for a reason. They know the stars in a way even House Salvation does not. I fear that Aramis may seek... Maybe no mind.
Don't tell us your thoughts,
finish
dude.
that.
Raise arms against these pirates and discover the truth for yourself.
I can still discover
Why is
it
he
for
being
myself.
cagey?
I can still do trust but verify.
Yeah, exactly.
But just tell me what you're thinking.
One of the crews we handled buried their load out here. They're in the area. Dig it up.
I see. They secreted their misappropriated goods to prevent
Yeah.
further theft.
Sparrow. Oh, okay.
Just crash.
Yep.
Crash it. Okay.
Escort the reclaimed treasure to our ship, Guardian.
I know a mark when I see one. Bag that cabal.
That was quite a haul. Better in our hands than those filthy raiders.
Sure.
It will not be in our hands for long. These riches are an investment in the Elixir Quarter.
Don't worry, young idol. The poor unfortunates will get their cut. But the captain always gets first pick. Mizrax Cal. It is no longer that way beneath the great machine. We will help other Elixir before ourselves.
Yeah, Mithrax.
What a load of dark ether.
Huh.
You and Aramis deserve each other. This pirate lord is named Valog. He's a Kamal defector. But from which side, I couldn't tell you. This is a dangerous...
Terrible guards.
These lands are frequented
Didn't really
by
sneak up on him. No stealth.
unsavory
Just
types.
jumped right in.
Yep.
Speaking of,
And he still didn't turn around until after they got hit.
that law has a reputation for heavy-handed brutality. I say you show her a little brutality of your own. It's not just her life. The pride of the line.
Ooh.
The Headless Crew
Yeah,
is a
that was
worthless
nice.
one. Remove her from the board.
Big.
Antiquities indeed. So this is where the trail leads. Well then, we best keep these relics out of Aramis's hands. Don't you agree?
Yeah. Agreed.
This would make a wonderful addition to my collection, whatever it is. But I imagine you'll hand it over to Mizrax and that nosy daughter of his for the good of the Elixir. Fine. Valog won't be the only one looking for a relic like this. Let's hunt them down before Aramis does.
Hello, Guardian. My father and I are already studying the relic you reclaimed from the pirates. I am eager to learn the nature of the strange energies that seep from within. I was thrilled to aid in your engagement with Aramis's fleet. I hope my support was beneficial, although I admit I am unused to the rigors of combat. While I did study with the Awoken Techians, gunplay was never part of the syllabus. I am proud of the progress we made together. Thank you for including me as part of your crew.
No problem.
I must continue my studies. May the light provide. Mizrax Kell of House Light. This is Aramis Kell of House Salvation. We need not be enemies, but you intend to make one of me. Very well. I have been restored by a power too great to oppose.
Drink Kool-Aid.
More powerful than the traitor machine that abandoned us, and the machine spawn who did not hesitate to kill me. But we both know humiliation, don't we? You live in the shadow of those who have destroyed the dream of a unified Elixni. They have our people's blood on their hands, and you scrape at their feet. It is shameful. You are shameful. Where is the Mizrax of legend, feared by so many? Is he trying to outrun his past? We know this is impossible. I am told you have a daughter. Does she know who you are? What are you teaching her? And what lies will she repeat? What won't you tell her
Shitstir.
when you look into her eyes? You think I am without remorse, but I do not wish to harm my fellow Elixni. But if you want a fight, then I will give you one. Rally your crew. Take what you believe is yours by right of plunder. I don't expect any better from you.
Oof. She's poking the bear.
She has a sharp tongue.
Mm-hmm.
Guardian, the artifact you recovered from the Pirate Lord's hideout has incredible research potential. I'll leave records of my findings here. Come by after you recover a new reliquary to learn what I've discovered. Spectral analysis indicates trace amounts of darkness energies radiating from within the vessel. However, the reliquary is made of a super dense substance, like a lead barrier around uranium. This leads me to deduce that the relic itself is likely quite powerful and potentially harmful if handled directly.
Okay.
Good tip.
Guardian, I greet you in the light, and yet I feel adrift in shadow. I know, and I studied the artifact you claimed from the pirates, and it emanates pure darkness.
That's
It
bad.
is an object pulled from Elixni legend, and I fear it is not the only one of its kind.
She's collecting the Infinity Stones.
The old crews fought and died for these relics, believing they could bestow power. The very power the great machine withheld. That is why Aramis enlisted their help. She seeks the relics, and pirate legends hint at where they may be hidden. And if her task is at the command of the Witness,
Exactly.
Aramis cannot be allowed to claim the powers within. If she does, all will fall to corruption. You must find them. You must.
Meanwhile, you'll just keep studying the artifact? feel like you could be helpful on this mission.
There's treasure buried in these hills, hero. Let's dig it out.
There's no need to dig. I saw some beautiful scrap lying on the surface. Oh, the elixir could build many things with such abundant materials.
Our cargo hold's looking pretty bare, hero. Let's get that treasure haul rolling.
Reinforcements hamper our efforts. Strike down the saboteurs. You're chosen.
C-14! Nice.
We have found a rich treasure trove. Collect it quickly, Guardian.
Good job, hero. Watching you snatch up that loot reminded me of Gambit. I never get tired of watching people bank those moats.
You know, Drifter, with the armies you assembled for Gambit, you could be very political.
I leave all that to the Vanguard.
Yeah, Drifter's not
I ain't the man
political,
to tell anyone what
And
to
Little
do.
beast.
No.
Of course. But the time may come for you to step up.
Hey, hero. Looking to grab another relic?
May I interject?
Be my guest.
The commander of this band of pirates is named Irix, and he's widely known as an expert marksman. I
Okay.
will not stand still long enough to test this reputation.
Good tip.
There he is. Take him down.
And retrieve the relic.
And don't stand still.
Good job, Guardian. You too, little sister. Read about this in one of your books?
No, I didn't. Isn't that exciting?
I know. What are you doing?
Aiding Drifter and the Guardian. We have collected another relic before it was able to come into Aramiskel's possession.
Your help is needed in studying the relics, not in our search for them.
Why? Where are you trying to protect her
If
from?
render assistance, then I should do so.
Yeah.
Let us speak privately.
Very well.
Mithrax has been acting weird.
Glad I stayed out of that.
Yeah.
Anyway, good job. Let's get this treasure tucked away.
I was like how she like, after we were supposed to kill the sniper, she's like, oh, and collect the relic too, as if like we would forget
My old
why we were there.
There's a matter I wish to discuss with you. My people's concerns are my own. I will listen. I hoped you'd say that. Rumor has it your new crew has been bringing back delightful baubles pulled from the old shores. Are you asking for a share?
Of course he is.
Do you think me so petty?
Yes.
We're on the same side here. We have our eyes on the same horizon.
For now.
Those relics resurfaced for a reason. The power belongs to us. We could have everything this time. We need only take it. Your words are careless. What? The Guardian? A trusted accomplice. No. I did not imagine you would speak like that where I might hear you.
Oh.
Come now, Mithrax. I know you. Think of your house. Think of your daughter. We could have everything Aramis wants. Wouldn't that be some lovely payback? Huh? You will
Be a little bit hypocritical though.
the past. You will not speak of it here beneath the great machine, or I will silence you. There's no call for that. Do you hear me, Ruckus? I hear you. Never summon me like this again.
Damn.
He's a bit of an attitude.
Yeah, what has gotten into him lately?
We're closed.
Oh, just because you got a verbal spanking?
Well, we witnessed it. That can't be fun.
Mm-hmm.
Boom, 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 boom.
That was a jaunty tune.
Boom, boom. Ah, hey there, hero. Sorry, getting a little swept up in all this adventuring. I'm on debrief duty while your Elixni buddies are busy with the relics you got from Aramis's crew. Ido's researching how to tap into their power. The kid's thorough, I'll give her that. She thinks something's hidden inside him. I swear she was about to crack one open before Mithrax stopped her. Now me? I took one look and knew those things were bad news. Gave me a little shiver. Reminds
Trust your
me of
gut.
something. From a long time ago. Maybe I should do a little research of my own.
Care to share what they remind you of?
Yeah.
Nobody's telling us anything.
They're all being so cryptic.
Of commerce, I'm eager to continue our friendship.
I want to say we're friends.
Necessary associates, maybe.
There we go. I like that term. Necessary associates.
Baron Spider, I greet you in the light.
Baron? I haven't heard that in some time. What is it you want, Scribino?
I have heard that you have a great interest in human cultures, and as such have acquired many curiosities.
Yes. I had quite the collection before my unfortunate relocation. But this isn't why you hailed me. Get to the point.
I have a question.
Of course you do.
You and my father came from the House of Wolves, once known as the House of Gentle Weavers. I have very
Quite a
little
change.
recollection at the time. A first-hand account would be invaluable.
Yeah, I don't think your dad wants records of that time.
Kel wouldn't like my speaking to you.
Yes, he would not.
Mithrax Kell would understand. This is important to the history of House Light, of which you are a part.
You don't know what your father is capable of, little scribe.
What does that mean?
This conversation never happened.
Damn. He sounds like afraid of Mithrax.
Yes, he does.
You don't know what your father's capable of. And then when she was talking about it too, when Aramis was talking about Mithrax, she also was like, oh, you know, I don't know, I guess he was just like not a great dude for a while, and did some pretty terrible things. Has a checkered past from what I'm sort of piecing together here and what they're giving us. And he's just being really cagey and weird lately.
Yeah, definitely. I have faith in Ido, though.
Yeah.
She's going to figure it out.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
That's the thing about secrets, right? They never stay secret forever.
Mm-hmm.
Something always comes to light, especially if you have a motivated and interested party that needs the truth, that wants the truth. Of course, will she really be happy when she learns? That's a whole other question.
Yeah.
It is interesting that there is sort of this fear around Mithrax and this, how he's kind of insulated a chapter of his history. So, you know, it's kind of like when you take something away from a kid, right? You take it away from them, so all they want is that thing now. By creating so much insulation around this chapter of his life, that's obviously the chapter everyone wants to dig into.
I like this because we're getting more from Spider as well. Like before, he was just a kind of character, I guess, like, I don't know, it was like in the raids that we mostly saw him. And then, of course, like what he did with Crow, like enslaving Crow. So we haven't like had like did make a great first impression on us. We have not liked him. But he's always just kind of felt like somebody that very selfish and didn't give a shit. But also seemed, I don't know if powerful is the right word. But like he had his own little empire and his own little power going on there. Like I haven't seen him. I mean, the way that one, he didn't want to talk to his daughter because he was afraid of Mithrax, and then also like Mithrax just sort of like bitch slapping him in front of us, and him like stepping down and like just taking it. Which you could tell wounded his pride for sure, but he was not going to cross Mithrax, and maybe that's why Mithrax lets humans and like call him something different than his old name, because that old name brings him so much shame.
That's an interesting idea, Handsome.
It's another crazy theory I'm just throwing out there. So far, I don't think any of my crazy theories have been right in Destiny.
To me, the spiders kind of always reminded me of Jabba the Hutt.
Yeah, that's a good comp.
Like, he kind of works outside the law, inside when it's convenient, but mostly outside. He like has his own throne, which just makes me think of Jabba the Hutt. He enslaved a character, and
Crow was in that gold bikini.
Yes. So I don't know, like that's always the impression I've had of him, is like, not someone we want to deal with, but maybe sometimes we have to deal with.
Yeah.
I'm going to be curious to learn more about him throughout this story, because the way that his interaction with Mithrax went, there's a history there. There's more that I want to know. Also, we're getting more of the Drifter.
Yeah.
Who was fantastic. So I do miss the dynamic that he had with Eris Morn. Only because that whole like rom-com on the surface, bitching at each other and hating each other, but like secretly behind the scenes we all think they're banging. That was a fun dynamic. And the Drifter is just, he brings humor, he brings a light energy. So having him around is fun, but I do miss a little bit of that rom-com banter.
So when the daughter does discover the truth, what do you think the fallout's going to be? Or is there going to be a fallout? I mean, she seems pretty even keel and good head on her shoulders. Seems like she'd be forgiving of her father. And she's like, I don't know. She's just a history nerd.
Which means it's got to be big enough that we have to question if she's going to forgive him or be capable of that or look at him the same way again.
Yep.
Which means whatever he did is really bad.
Yeah.
Really, really bad. But, Ido, to your point, seems like a decent soul, and so whatever terrible chapter Mithrax has, it does feel like it's in his past.
Yeah.
Although he may capitalize on a little bit of a fearful reputation, obviously, since he doesn't mind throwing his weight around.
So let us know what you thought about this down below in the comments. And if you want early ad-free access to our Destiny reactions, you can get a month ahead right now. Hit the join button or check the description of this video for a link to Patreon. Thanks so much for seeing our reaction for Destiny Season of Plunder. This is part 1, but just keep in mind
that our reaction is definitely not definitive.